Pop that pussy, hey. Pop that pussy, baby. Pop that pussy. Pop that pussy, baby. Pop that pussy. Pop that pussy, baby. Show me with those pussy pearls. Run that ass and play with that clit. You know I like that freaky shit. Girl, you know you look so cute. Throwing that pussy the way you do. Pop that pussy, hey. Pop that pussy, baby. Pop that pussy, hey. Pop that pussy, baby. Pop that pussy. Pop that pussy, baby. Pop that pussy. Pop that pussy, baby.
Hello, this is John from the Brand X Podcast. On behalf of the Brand X Podcast, I would like to officially apologize to Doug, Anthony, and everyone who works so tirelessly on the Who's Right podcast, which I guess would be Doug. Even though at the end of every one of our episodes, when we promote our favorite podcast, we never missed mentioning the Who's Right podcast, there was a clerical error in our show notes template and the Who's Right podcast mention was removed. In other words, I forgot to add the Who's Right podcast back into the show notes template when Doug and Anthony were acting like two little cunts over a tweet, and I removed them. Since time heals all wounds, and Doug and I hashed out this misunderstanding, the Who's Right podcast should have been added back into our show notes template. This was my oversight. I take full responsibility. I have since rectified the issue, and the Who's Right podcast has been added back into our show notes template. It is my sincere hope that Doug and Anthony accept this apology, and we can continue to partner and promote each other's shows in the future.
We always do that. Like, we're going to clap.
Every single time.
Like, we're going to clap and go right into some kind of, like, broadcast mode or something, and then we just sit here and look at each other.
I'm always in broadcast mode.
So that was the most passive-aggressive apology that I have ever heard. I think, I guess I don't know a better way for John to have his voice heard by lots and lots of people other than to send us a voicemail.
Right. That's what I was thinking. He just wants his audience to he wants more people to hear his shit. What a dickhead. Oh, my God.
So I got to say thank you to Daryl from what used to the podcast formerly known as the Bro-Rons. He sent that song to us after our last episode when we decided to go over some old rap lyrics or something. I don't even remember what we talked about.
I think we were just reading rap lyrics for 45 minutes.
So thank you. I think it's now Daryl from Smoke and Mirrors. That's probably the right way to do it. But
We started something else.
He did it quite a while ago.
I didn't know that. All right.
I think it's about ghosts and goblins and shit. I don't know. I listened to Bro-Rons. I haven't listened to that other one.
Dick.
I don't fucking believe in ghosts. Why would I listen to it? That's like if there was a podcast about racism. That don't exist. I'm not gonna...
I don't believe it. I don't believe in it. Or a podcast about women. I don't believe in women.
A podcast about the clitoris.
Exactly. Oh shit.
All right. What do we got coming up in this action-packed episode of our podcast?
Our late podcast, man. We had putting this one out late in case you didn't know. It's not Sunday.
Yeah, I am positive that there are just people around their fucking computer waiting for this thing to publish.
In Russia.
Not being able to do anything until we fill their heads full of nonsense. Because I don't believe that.
I do. There's at least 6 of them.
So what do we got? We're going to play a promo for Odd Dad Out.
Yep.
And a band called Bird and the Bear. We're going to play a track by them at some point.
It's called Broken Cloud, it looks like.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I think you can find them on Facebook at Bird and the Bear.
Cool.
They're from your neck of the woods.
My neck of the... I'll tell you what our necks are doing in your woods. Isn't it great? Me and you were the only ones that'll probably get that reference.
I think Kevin Smith still listens.
Probably. He was just here not too long ago, not very far from me, and I didn't go see him.
Why the fuck would he be in Makokata? What?
I don't know. No, he's still coming. He's coming back to Makokata. He was in what's that other one? Where there's even less people. Galena. Yeah, I don't know. I can't explain that at all.
Oh, right. Well, you're acting like you're not into it tonight. Something bothering you?
No, nothing bothering me. Just, oh God. Hey, I just right now, as you said that, got a text message. Hey, slacker, no podcast this week. Hilarious.
Tell your mom I said hi.
All right.
You know
That's
what?
how she always addresses me. Hey, slacker.
You know, that was like my crutch for like the first 30 episodes. I have not talked about boning your mom. And
Did you guys have a little falling out or what?
more like a falling in.
All right.
She's got a big pussy.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. All right.
Now that you had to explain it, it's not as funny.
It's well used.
I think if you're no, never mind. That's the guy. Never mind. I'm not having this conversation with you.
Please do. I'm curious.
I was gonna say if you really wanted to go for the crude sex joke, I think falling out would have been better. Don't you think?
I don't get it.
Never mind.
Please explain.
If I have to explain myself, I'm talking about her like a rectal prolapse.
That's what I was supposed to get out of that?
Yeah, falling out. Never mind. You got nothing. You just ruined the whole thing.
Yeah, I did.
Don't talk about my mom.
I think we should record, what day is today? Tuesday? We should record on Tuesdays every week.
Why?
Because then we don't have to ruin our fucking Sundays by talking to each other.
Fair enough. Then we got to ruin our Tuesdays.
You know what? We have not played our fucking theme song.
It's been like 3 weeks or something. Is it still our theme song if we don't play it?
It's named after us.
And that's like literally all it has to do with us.
I'm going through the lyrics. Hold on.
Everybody's gonna. That has to do with us, right? I mean, we're part of everybody.
I think we have merch has picked up somebody. We can jump over there and check real quick.
Woohoo! Who'd they pick up?
I do know that they picked up Bird and the Bear. I am aware of that. I don't know that he knows that yet. Well,
I don't know if he knows that.
well, I mean, he said he was gonna pick them up, but I don't know that he's ever received any of the graphics and shit. And I know that because I haven't sent them to him.
So I think me and you should start a band and just sell T-shirts. We don't even need to make music. Just sell T-shirts.
What do you want to call it? King Thong?
Yeah, King Thong.
We should tell that story.
What? One of the many really terrible stories that we have. I was trying to think of that other band that we started, or that company we started. It meant garbage in some other language. Remember what the fuck was that? Like Mangle or
hold on, I'll you entertain the audience. I'll look it up.
Yeah, I don't know why you always do that. do 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 do.
Because I know that Mull. It was Mull.
Mull. That's our production company. So stupid.
You know what?
That was while we were supposed to be working.
All right. Yeah, anyway, so head over to wehavemerch.com, buy our shit. You fuckers, buy our shit. I'm tired of fucking asking.
Yeah. Now we're telling you, buy our shit, and we're going to start a band just to sell the T-shirts. I like that idea. Don't expect any music from us.
Do you think that we could do like a what would be like the 2018 version of Bad Boy Club?
It has to do something with feminism. I think we could sell a lot of shirts if we put something out there about feminism. Positive about feminism. Like You Go Girl or something. Something like that. Just that look you're giving me is like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Apparently Tuesdays aren't a good day.
You go, girl.
What about like Kill Whitey?
Yep. I think we could sell those. I don't know that I would want to, though. I don't know if I could spend that money. Yeah, I could.
Let's see if we were to like on the back of the shirt, it would say like Kwanzaa, Quick Stop, and Kmart. But then we'd have to make an acronym for it to put on the front. What?
What the fuck? Corn dogs, Kellogg's Fruit Loops. I don't fucking know.
What are you talking about?
I don't. I have no idea.
So Quick Stop, as you know, is spelled with a K, right?
Yes, I know. That was the joke. Corn dogs is spelled with a C. That was the joke.
Why is that a fucking joke, man? I don't think you know how jokes work.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Chicken because to get to the other side.
Chicken because to get to the other side. Yeah, that was maybe you do understand how they work.
Right. Oh shit. I think that might have been the best joke in history.
It was at least the best joke of our show.
Right. The history of our show. Oh, man. All right, we're going to have to put some more thought into this. Or have somebody else put more thought into this.
I asked Juliet Miranda.
Yeah.
Because they do a really good job with their show notes and their tweets and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
I asked her if she would listen to our show and then write us a bunch of tweets so I wouldn't have to. She used a bunch of college words, but it was pretty much like "go fuck yourself" or something.
Y'all go fuck yourself. She said no.
No, it was like "go pack sand" or I don't know. It was whatever.
Go pack sand.
She wasn't interested. I figured she wanted to be part of the inner circle.
I figured she's just playing hard to get. She really wants to do that for you.
She really wants me to show up at her house late at night, knock on the window, and ask her.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
All right. Let's see.
If she said no, then why would you even bring it up?
All right, take it out. I don't know.
Take it out.
Because we don't have nothing to talk about.
We're going to cut that part out. I got to say that at least once every show.
So let's see. I was on Who Are These Podcasts?
Yeah.
I recorded with him. I made time for that on Sunday.
Yeah, that was nice of you. I'm sure our fans love to hear that.
Don't ever say our fans. That's so fucking douchey.
Sorry. I'm sure your fans love to hear that.
I guess you know what? That sounds better.
Yeah.
What I really meant was like listeners, but whatever.
Whatever.
Oh yeah, I was on Who Are These Podcasts with Carl.
Did you guys talk about me?
We did, but since you haven't listened to the fucking episode that your co-host is on, you douche, you'll never know what was said.
it's not recorded. I can't listen to it now that I haven't listened to it. It's gone forever. I'll never know.
If you were to ever get on a fucking podcast, I would fucking listen to it. I'd be anxious to see what you sound like when you're not riding on somebody's coattails.
But the thing is that that's old news. You've been on other podcasts. I could care less anymore.
I'm sure it.
Good job, buddy.
I'm sure it eats at you just a little bit.
Fuck you.
So we reviewed a podcast called Not Another Nerdy Podcast, I think, or Not Another Nerd Podcast or something. I don't know.
All right.
But they didn't take it well.
Those are always my favorites.
Yeah, you would think like they would handle it the way we did. Just not even acknowledge it. I mean, we talked about it on our show, but we just said, yeah, they said some nice things and thanks for the review and moved on,
Right.
I don't know why you would give them anything. I don't know why you would address it if you're pissed off about it.
So what I don't understand is how you could tie your sense of well-being to a podcast. Like if somebody doesn't like it, that means that you're like less of a person. What in the fuck is wrong with you? Get over yourself, you fucking turd.
I don't know. I think I can relate to that.
Get over yourself, you fucking turd.
So, what these fucking indie podcasts are, us included, is two or more people, or I guess a person, whatever, that just sit down and talk to each other and record it and put the conversation out.
Right.
Right. And
right.
So this nerd podcast does just that.
Sure.
And they get pissed off that there's people out there that don't want to hear it. Just like our show, there's I'm sure there's like 9 people out of every 10, if they heard us talking, would shut it off immediately because they have no interest in what we have to say.
Right. And yeah, I'm okay with that.
Both my wife and daughter fall into that 9.
My wife also. My wife listened to the first full episode and maybe half of the second episode, and we're like 70 episodes in. So, yeah.
But anyway, yeah, if just fucking get over it. Fuck. Fuck, it's stupid. The whole thing is stupid. Podcasting itself is stupid. This is stupid. It is.
No, what we're doing is stupid. Podcasting itself was a chance for people to take back radio to where it used to be, but now we're giving it right back to the advertisers, so it doesn't have to be.
What do you mean we?
Like podcasters. We can say we because we're podcasters. We're part of the podcast community. Us and Joe Rogan. We're right there with Joe Rogan.
So I don't think that we are conforming to old radio.
No.
And that's only because Steakums will not sponsor us. But if they did, then we would be...
Oh, I was going to tell you. So we bought a Casper mattress this weekend, and it is great. I need you... I can't even do that. Never mind. I was going to try and do a promo for Casper, but I can't do it. I can't even pretend to do it. Buy Casper mattresses.
No, don't buy Casper.
No. Yeah, don't buy Casper mattresses. See, that's how stupid all these fucking podcasts sound when they cut in with this. Oh, did I tell you I got a new mattress this weekend? It is the greatest. I love Casper mattresses. Just shut up and do your podcast.
You talking to me?
Yep. Just shut up and do your podcast.
God damn it! My fucking brain is shut off. What's the name of the people that send you food? All right, hold on. Don't tell me. Do the Casper bit again.
Doug, did I tell you I got a new mattress this weekend?
That reminds me. I was hungry and I got a box of food from HelloFresh.
Yes, that's $10 right there. We're on our way. Pay us.
I got a box of Steakums delivered to my door. I think that we should get like $5 or something every time we say we have merch.com.
I agree. I want one of them coffee mugs. I'm gonna have to buy one of them bad boys. Those things look awesome.
The one that says the unreadable rant.
Yep. I said coffee mug, not flask. Wait, do they have a coffee mug too?
I don't know if there's any of those flasks left for you to pick up.
They're limited edition.
Yeah, they're limited edition, and I don't know how many he sold.
All of them.
Head over there to check it out.
Was it something for charity? Because if it's for charity, I ain't buying them.
Yes, if you buy one, they will donate $5 to beat up a gay person.
Oh, I'm in. I'll take 3. How many gay people get beat up if I buy 3?
No, then they rape an autistic kid.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna have to pull back my order. I don't know if I can handle that.
I'm not party to that. All right, you ready to get started?
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right. So I'm sitting here reading this note that I put. So I said that we are going to do an odd dad out thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if we're going to do that at the end of the episode or what, but it reminded me of an episode of his. It's Adam from Odd Dad Out. Mm-hmm. He did a 15 or 20 minute review about Brand X.
Oh,
and he said all these things like Brand X was like dark humor, and not for the easily offended and all that. Mm-hmm. And it got me thinking, like, so if Brand X is offensive and dark humor, then what the fuck are we? If Brand X is dark humor, then we're like the Wesley Snipes of humor.
What? Yeah. That took me a second.
We're the seal of podcasts.
Oh, shit. So, was he being serious? Like, do people think that Brand X is a offensive, dark humor type of show? I mean, are people that sensitive?
Well, I think when John attacked that one doctor, people seemed to be pretty offended.
That was one bit from one show. And it wasn't even, I mean, just because you use the word cunt doesn't mean you're a dark comedy.
No, I think he was, if I remember right, she had mentioned something about her boyfriend breaking up with her over her smelly lady parts. Uh-huh. And I think John just read a story and happened to tag her in one of his tweets. Yeah. And then she listened to it, and then she got all her minions to attack him. And then I got blocked. Uh-huh. And he didn't. I don't understand that, but
nothing to do with you at all. But that's my point is that, I mean, they're like pretty, I would say, like mainstream comedy, like not really that dark or offensive at all. To me. Maybe I'm just warped. Maybe that's what it is.
Do you think we are dark comedy? That's what I've been trying to market us as, but that's only because I don't know what else to.
I mean, I
don't want to just put on Twitter that we're racist comedy.
Why not? We're not racist. It's not racist. Just talking about race doesn't make you a racist.
It's not racist to joke about owning a black person.
No, I've never made a joke about that. Have you?
Nope.
It's not racist. It's all in good fun.
Yeah. Anytime, and this just came up in that podcast that I reviewed. Anytime somebody has to say, I'm just joking, I'm just having a good time, I'm not racist, it's just for the laugh, you're fucking racist.
You don't. There's no way that you believe that.
I do. I do believe you're a racist.
There's no way. There's no way. No, I'm not racist. It's just for laughs.
We're making fun of the stereotype.
Right.
I think that's an out, isn't it?
Yeah, that's an out. Fried chicken and watermelon. And shit like that. That's an out. All you gotta do is say fried chicken and watermelon, and you're good, right?
Quit being an Uncle John.
Wait. Was that your uncle's name that was all touching all over you?
No, that was Uncle Touchy.
Oh, my bad.
He always dressed like a clown. It was weird.
That is weird. It's weird that they would name him Touchy.
I think it's because his mom fucked him.
We're naming this one Touchy.
You know, I only said that to try to get you to spit your drink out.
Oh, shit. Not going to happen.
All right.
Oh, so yes, we are dark comedy, I would say. If you can laugh at, like, horrific shit, I think that's what's considered dark comedy, right? And, like, we had one whole episode where we talked about a massacre of a bunch of kids. And you said that the guy... This is still sticks with me. You said that the guy walked in and shot the 6-year-old in the face, and I had to stop you. I said, wait, you mean she was 18, right? And you're like, yeah, he shot the 18-year-old in the face. All right, then we're good. That's funny.
So does that... I don't know if that makes it dark comedy or it just makes us assholes.
Both. Why can't it be both? Asshole is something that I am an asshole. I'm not a racist, but I am an asshole.
All right.
All right.
Well, all right, whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I already said that we're gonna play Bird and the Bear. I don't know if I want to play that in the middle or at the end because we're gonna play the Odd Dad Out thing too.
We're playing them both at the end. We ain't cutting in the middle for shit unless you want to put it right here.
Hello, I am Adam Higgins, host of the Odd Dad Out podcast, where normal is not my specialty. What does that mean? Well, that means that this show doesn't exactly stick to a thing very well. I start off every show with kind of a story, rant, rambling, whatever the hell is going on in my life and my head at the moment, and then we jump on into some weird news stories because sometimes an idiot just needs to be called an idiot. And I wrap it all up on a positive note by suggesting a podcast that I think you need to check out. So if all of that randomness sounds right up your alley, consider subscribing to Odd Dad Out on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, or whatever podcast app you use. Or catch all of the past episodes at oddadout.blogspot.com. And until then, thank you and good night.
All right, that was the Odd Dad Out promo.
You're gonna forget, and you're gonna put it right in the end.
Asked and answered. I'm gonna forget. That would be great. I gotta look at the time on here. 25 minutes. All right.
You might want to write a note because you.
I'm gonna write myself a note right now because I will forget.
All right, I'm gonna jump to a story, and then we can. I don't know how many stories you want to do, but we can get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
So this, we have a listener, and she is an avid tweeter of ours. And so this note that I wrote just says that I pulled it from Abby's timeline.
Okay.
I don't know if she was sharing it because, fuck, for all I know, she knew the people. So sorry, Abby, if that's the case. So this is out of Warren, Michigan. All right, so get ready for quotes because you're going to be on here in a second.
All right.
Police in Detroit. Fuck. 3 words in and I fucked it up. Police in a Detroit suburb were performing a welfare check on Tuesday. It's safe to say they were on welfare.
Knock, knock, knock. You guys on welfare? Doing a welfare check.
Hold on. Knock, knock. Fuck, man. Do you know what a callback is?
No.
All right. So, like, if somebody does a joke and then you move on and then you reference the old joke again, all right? So we did a little thing a while ago about knock, knock jokes.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. That was my A1 quality writing. I'm a joke writer.
That was like 10 minutes ago.
I know.
All right, here we go. Police in Detroit. Fuck! Police in a Detroit. This is going to be one of these fucking shows, man. Police in a Detroit suburb were performing a welfare check on Tuesday when they found the badly decomposed body of a 68-year-old man. Authorities say the man may have been dead for up to a year. Police say the man's girlfriend lived alongside the body. She was taken to a hospital for mental evaluation. Neighbors, meanwhile, said they are shocked by the discovery.
A decomposed body is not pleasant at all, and she lived that way? Sad. Very sad.
Said Sharon Levob.
Ah, damn it.
You really can't read ahead at all?
No.
An autopsy.
Sharon's trans.
Sharon.
Sharon.
An autopsy will be performed to determine when and how the man died. Medical examiners say it could take time to find the cause of death given how much the remains have decomposed. How in the fuck could you... How could you live... Can you imagine living with a dead body?
Nope. That's disgusting. I can't even imagine being 68 and having a girlfriend. That's weird.
I can't even... All right.
Nope.
How old are you now?
38.
So you don't think you'll still be banging in 30 years?
Yeah, but I wouldn't call her my girlfriend. She's out. You ain't staying the night. You got a car.
I told you, don't catch feelings. All right.
Oh, my God. That's horrible. So, like this Sharon person said, decomposing bodies stink. Like, that's how they catch murderers, from their smelly dead body parts.
I think that's how they caught Dahmer.
I think so. I mean, so I wonder if she was making breakfast for him, and then when he didn't eat it, like, oh, you didn't want your breakfast? And she was like talking to him and like just living out her life, you know, well, I got to go to work today. I'll see you when I get home.
Like Psycho?
Yeah, all you ever do is just sit on that chair.
I'm tired of you just fucking sitting there staring out the window all the time.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's horrible. So somebody had to know something, because, like you said, they don't just perform a welfare check, right? I mean, welfare check is something that somebody gets called, and
well, if somebody smelled a decomposing body, then they'd call the cops and say, "I'm worried about my neighbor." And
gotcha. I think they might be on welfare.
I think
worried about my neighbor.
They stink and they're on welfare. I suspect that they are on welfare.
Oh, shit.
What'd you put on here? All right. Why don't you read this one? If there's any voices, I guess I can do this.
Clearing the old pipes.
Unique New York.
Don't push so hard. Doctors say fainting on the toilet can be avoided in some cases. Sitting on the toilet in her Washington, D.C. apartment, dripping with sweat and feeling like she was about to pass out. Amy Sanchez thought, no, I can't die on the can.
Motherfucker! There's quotes, you stupid fuck.
Oh, shit. I fucking missed it. I fucked it all up.
Jesus fucking Christ. We've been doing the same bit for 6 months.
You'd think I'd learn by now. All right, go. Amy Sanchez thought,
motherfucker, you can't just start. I've got to get back on my mark.
Sitting on the toilet in her Washington, D.C. apartment, dripping with sweat and feeling like she was about to pass out, Amy Sanchez thought,
no, I can't die on the can.
I'm out. This is fucking Speedy Gonzalez. I can't die on the can. This story is stupid. As she dialed 911, Sanchez, a physically active and healthy professional in her mid-30s, had woken that night just over a year ago with terrible stomach pain and an urgent need to poop, but nothing was produced. She just felt terribly faint. Thankfully, before she
Where
had
do you
time
see
to
the word
collect-
terribly?
Right? Oh shit! My internet's different than yours. God damn! I'm just inventing words. Holy fuck! Not only can I not podcast, I can't read either. Fuck. Shit. Thankfully, before she had time to collapse on the hard bathroom floor, the paramedics arrived. By the time Speedy Gonzalez got to the emergency room, she was surprised to find that she felt perfectly fine. In the hospital, doctors performed a physical exam, blood test, and electrocardiogram, all of which were normal. Doctors told Sanchez pain had triggered her
Vaginal response.
and mentioned they often see people who faint after they had been constipated and straining. They left her with the following words of wisdom.
Don't push so hard next time.
Defecation snickle.
Snickle! Snickle! is the official term for fainting while trying for number 2 in Canada.
All right, I don't know that you need to.
It's different in Canada than in America.
I don't think that you need to keep reading this because it just goes on.
Yeah.
Fuck, it goes on forever.
Yes, it does. Holy shit.
Has
She
it-
fainted while she pooped.
But she never fainted. It just said she about fainted. She about passed out.
Right.
Has this never happened to you?
Fuck no, I'm normal. I fucking poop and wipe my butt and get out. Well, I don't always wipe my butt, but I poop and get out.
I think since I've moved to North Carolina, I have about passed out half a dozen times, maybe 4 times that I can think of. But so I told you about these fucking cheese biscuits they got here, right?
Well, you eat them while you're shitting? What does the cheese biscuit have to do with it?
Cheese binds you up and makes you mean. What do you mean? What does cheese have to do with it?
Cheese binds you up and makes you mean. What does being mean have to do with it? I'm mean. I'm going to pass out on the toilet.
You know cheese clogs you up, right?
No, it doesn't. That's a myth. It's an old wives' tale.
Okay, then there's some other reason why I keep going faint and my hand and lips get numb and start tingling when I'm taking a shit.
It's because you're 600 pounds.
Oh.
What other reason are you looking for? Are you're joking, right? You never fainted on the toilet.
You know what?
Right?
I didn't know that you were going to use it against me, so I'm not going to bring it up.
It's like we just met today.
Yeah, so it's been several times. You know, I feel like I got like rocks in my belly or something. I know I got to poop, and then I'll go in there and it's like everything just tightens up, and then everything's like, oh, I'm not moving. So then you just go,
I'm not moving.
huh, and you sit there and push and push and push, and then finally it just goes like, bloop, a little plop, and then I gasp for air, and then my left hand started getting tingly, and my lips get tingly. The darkness opens back up, and then I wipe and I walk. Then I wash my hands, and then I walk out.
Wow, this is fucked up. I don't want you to die that way. I mean, I kind of do because I think it'd be funny, but that's horrible.
I guess I thought it was normal.
No,
I wasn't concerned.
No, that's not normal. How long do you sit on the toilet and try to poop out rocks?
I don't know, half hour.
Yep, totally normal.
How long do you poop?
At work, 3 hours. At home, 2 minutes.
Seriously, how long does it take you to go poop? Seriously.
Well, probably 15 minutes, but most of that's reading.
Fuck, just answer the fucking question.
I don't know. I can't remember the last time I just pooped, wiped, and got out. That doesn't ever happen. I sit there and read for 10 or 15 minutes.
If I was to say, okay, Anthony, we're going to record, you go poop right now.
I would need at least 20 minutes.
Okay, and I said a half hour. So what's the problem?
I'm like the picture of physical health. That's the problem. You're not. I feel bad for you.
Because of an extra 10 minutes on the can? You're not making any sense.
I don't have to make sense.
Yeah, whatever.
Nah, whatever. So I have been constipated, but I have never once felt faint, like lightheaded while I was shitting.
Have you ever been punched in the face?
No.
You ever been hit with like a bat or a shovel or anything in the head?
No. I'm not sure where you're going with this.
Have you ever almost been knocked out in any way?
No.
You ever been in a car crash?
No. Yeah, but it wasn't bad enough for me to be hurt or anything.
Have you ever huffed potpourri?
No.
Have you ever sniffed glue?
No.
You ever put spray paint in like a bag and
Fuck
then...
no.
I got nothing.
So
it's like all that.
Have you done all at the same time? It's like getting into a car accident while huffing paint. What?
No, I have never huffed paint. What was the other things I asked? I don't remember. I'm so fucking stoned right now off right out.
Potpourri. I had a friend that used to huff that potpourri in a can. That shit'll fuck you up.
Fuck you up like Percocet.
Right.
All right. Moving on. So
No, not moving on.
Yes.
You need to see a doctor.
I don't need to see a doctor. What am I supposed to do? Go in there and say, listen, it takes me 10 minutes longer to poop than my co-host. I think I need you to scoop me out.
And he's going to say, co-host? What the fuck are you talking about?
You know who I am, motherfucker.
It's not a matter of taking 10 minutes longer. It's a matter of you almost pass out when you shit.
It's not every time. It's only when I got to push real hard. It's only after the fucking cheese biscuits.
Don't eat them.
Oh, so this just dawned on me.
All right.
I think I talked about my daughter's car breaking down. Did I talk about that on here at all?
No.
All right. Long story short. So this fucking cunt that lives in North Carolina. All right, I'll back up.
No, that's a good place to start.
So my daughter's car breaks down. She calls me. She's upset. She says it's shaking. And I said, basically I got out of her that it was overheating. I told her to pull over the side of the road. So she did. She said, can I make it to my friend's house? So we were on the phone. I was still at work. I said, how far away does your friend live from here? She said, about a block or two. I said, that's fine. Just go to your friend's house.
Yeah.
So she pulls in her friend's driveway. And then she calls me and said, hold on, her mom's coming out. So then her friend's mom, which is the said cunt, comes out of the house and says, what's going on? My daughter says, car's overheating. She said, well, I'll fill it up with water. And my daughter says, okay. So I said, all right, give me a call when you get back or when you get home. So I wait like 20 minutes. I don't hear from her. And I called her to check on her, my daughter, and she is just broke down and on the side of the interstate.
Heading back
to my house.
Oh, Jesus.
So I fucking call. And by the time we get back home and everything, get this all figured out what had happened.
Yeah.
So I had to have the car towed back to the house, and then when they take it off the truck, I open the hood and I pull the dipstick out, and it's just covered in this white foamy mess. So I'm like, all right, the fucking head gasket blew, and the coolant and the oil mixed together and created what looked to be like vaginal secretions. So I sitting there talking, and I tell my daughter, I said, how much water did she put in it? And she said she sat there for a while, but she said that it was taking too long, so she was, it should be good enough. I said, how did she put it in? With a garden hose. Where did she put it in at? And she walked over and pointed into the fucking oil, where you put the oil in. She filled up our engine with fucking water.
Oh, my God. That's amazing.
Of course it would be cheaper if you could run your car on water, you fucking twat.
That is awesome.
Is
You
it?
know what I would do? Yes, I would have that car towed and onto her lawn and just leave it there. Fuck that. That's horrible. So what did that? What the fuck did that do? Did you just put sugar in the gas tank too? What the fuck do you do at that point?
I don't know. Light it on fire and collect the insurance. Not that I would do that.
You
Allegedly.
can't now. You just said it.
Nobody listens to this shit. All right. So yeah, I forgot about that. That was funny.
Is it even salvageable at that point?
So it depends if it ruined the seals or cracked the parts that go up and down with the thing.
Perfect.
I don't know. Let me ask you, Mr. fucking mechanic guy.
I would check the muffler and see if there's any problems with the muffler gaskets.
Check the muffler, see if there's a spark.
Yep. Got a leaky spark tube.
All right. You want to read this, helping things along, or you want me to?
It kind of goes right along with what we were saying. So if you click on the Trello link, I kind of broke it down instead of reading the actual article because the article is too long. If you want to read it.
So I'm going to ask again. Helping things along. You want to read this? Or you want me to?
I just said you can read it.
All right. I'm a girl. So is my sister. See, I already fucked it up. All right. Super embarrassing, super gross question about poo and the female anatomy. All right. I'm a girl. So is my sister. She said that the last time she had a gynecologist appointment during the workup, the gyno told her she wasn't going to do an anal exam because she felt a stool through the back wall of her vagina. Apparently, you can feel stools queuing by the exit through the back wall of the vagina. That's it.
Queuing. Getting this one ready.
Next. You'd have to call numbers, right? So they know when to come out. So you'd say,
it's like a deli line.
number 2. That was lame. I'm sorry.
No, that was awesome.
Take that out.
I'll take that part out.
What's more, my sister, who periodically has trouble with constipation, see, I'm not the only one, informed me that by inserting one's fingers into the vagina, you can actually push the reluctant poo fragment out. I was
try
like,
this. Sorry.
I was like,
what?
and so later, when I was doing my thing in the bathroom and sensed a stubborn remainder, I decided to try it. It totally worked. But my question is, and although I doubt this will end up being common bathroom behavior for me, is there anything particularly dangerous about doing this? I'm thinking probably no, since cooler people than me engage in shit that's a whole lot kinkier than vaginal wall manipulation. But I don't want to look down one day and realize I've worked out my entire large intestine. First off, you would notice that over a course of time.
A little bit of intestines hanging out. Might want to back it off a little bit.
You know who we could reach out to and ask about this.
Uh-huh.
All right.
So if you're listening, let us know.
Serious question. Can you stick your finger up your vaginal wall
Wait.
and massage your poop out?
And if you can, why would you want to? I don't understand how that would help anything. It's not like you can get behind it and push, right?
You can push somebody's stool in for them.
I figure if you've got poop stuck, just eat more food. That'll help push it out.
No, that's how you look. That's why you get all bloated like I am.
Just eat more cheese.
I'm one good shit away from 180 pounds.
Awesome.
So, in all seriousness, that is not directed to any one person in particular. Any females out there that I want you to do an experiment if you haven't done it yet. I want you to stick your fingers up your pussy
While you're pooping.
While you're pooping and try to push your poop out. Or just stick your finger up there and see if you can feel them pass by.
Or finger your butt while you're peeing. just for fun.
No, for science.
Yeah, for science.
Finger your butt while you're peeing. I don't know if that'll work for a title or not.
Why not? That's a good one.
All right. Get ready for some quotation marks. Ready? Oh, yeah. You got to know the story, don't you?
Yeah. All right.
I put it under golfing while black. Wait, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Fuck. All right. A golf club in Pennsylvania has apologized for calling police on a group of black women after the co-owner and his father said they were playing too slowly and refused requests to leave the course.
I thought we were discriminated against.
One of the women told the New York Daily Record.
It was a horrific experience.
All your black ladies sound the same.
I know.
Sandra Thompson and four
Can't
friends
help it.
met up Saturday to play a round of golf at the Grandview Golf Club, where they were all members, she told the newspaper. At the second hole, a white man whose son co-owns the club came up to them twice to complain that they weren't keeping up with the pace of the play. Thompson, an attorney and the head of the New York chapter of the NACAP, told the newspaper it was untrue. NAACP, what is that? The North American Advancement of Colored People or something?
National Association.
National Association for the Advancement of Colored People?
Yes.
So then can't we still call them colored people?
As long as you're advancing them, I guess.
You, get up to the front of the line, colored boy.
Get up to the front of the line, boy. That's racist, man.
No, it's okay. I'm advancing you.
Advancing you.
On the same hole, another member of the group, Sonia Harrison, said she spoke with Grandview Golf Pro, who said they were fine since they were keeping pace with the group ahead of them. Despite that, the women skipped the third hole to avoid any other issues, she said. It's part of golf etiquette that slow-moving players let groups behind them play through if they were holding things up, and often golf courses have personnel who monitor the pace of play, letting golfers know when they are taking too long. The five are part of a larger group of local women known as Sisters in the Fairway. The group has been around for at least a decade, and all of its members are experienced players who have golfed all over the country and world, Thompson said. They're very familiar with golf etiquette, she said. After the ninth hole, where it is customary to take a break before continuing on the next 9 holes, 3 of the group decided to leave because they were so shaken up by the earlier treatment. What a bunch of pussies. I don't understand
What don't you understand? I'll explain it.
Where's the funny racism?
Racism. That's my explanation.
The woman argued that they took an appropriate break and that the men behind them were still on their beer break and not ready to tee off, as seen in a video Thompson gave the newspaper. The women were told that the police had been called, and so they waited. Northern York County Regional Police arrived, conducted interviews, and left without charging anyone.
We were called for an issue. The issue did not warrant any charges.
How come the cop is automatically white, you dick?
Because it's a golf course. They don't call black cops to a golf course.
Northern York County Regional Police Chief Mark, do you think anybody can ever keep up with any stories that we ever tell?
Nope. I can't even keep up, and I'm reading along.
Northern County Regional Police Chief Mark Betzel said.
All parties left, and we left as well. Wait, why does he have to be white just because I use that voice?
Because that wasn't a black voice.
That's racist.
Jordan Cronister's wife and co-owner of the club, J.J. Cronister, said Sunday she called the women personally to apologize.
We sincerely apologize to the women for making them feel uncomfortable here at Grandview. That is not our intention in any way.
She told the newspaper.
We want all our members to feel valued and that they can come out here and have a great time, play golf, and enjoy the experience.
She said she hopes to meet with them to discuss how the club can use what happened as a learning experience and do better in the field. I'm so fucking tired of these stories. So I seen there's this. There was the thing that happened with Starbucks. I just read something today about another restaurant where the manager asked the black guy to leave so a white regular could have his seat.
Yeah.
Now, all that means is the manager's a fucking dickhead, right?
Right.
And the regular who throws a fit is a dickhead.
Right.
But just because one person's black and one person's white does not mean that it's fucking racism. So now it's to the point that if you see a black guy doing something, you can't even call him on it because you're going to be considered a racist for saying something.
And you sure as hell can't call the police. If you call the police on a black person, you are automatically the worst kind of racist. Right?
I think the worst kind of racist is one that hangs people.
It's a touche. I don't have a comeback for that. I wasn't expecting that.
But you're like the second worst kind of racist.
Second word, right up there, man.
Like it's so it's like I'm conflicted because I think racism is stupid. But I also think that calling everything that if it's just between a black and a white, it's now racist. Like, did you see that video where the cop pulled up shooting?
No.
So he shot.
He was already shooting before he got out of the car?
Yeah, through his windshield.
Holy shit.
And then I think he emptied his clip, and then it showed another body camera from a different cop who emptied his clip and reloaded, and then continued shooting.
What in the fuck?
So it was 2 white cops, I believe, and then a black suspect who is dead after they fired 40 fucking times at him.
Yeah.
But they're saying that that's racist. Now I say the fact of the matter because
you were there and you saw the whole thing go down.
They say he had a gun and he was running away from the cops.
Okay.
Now you could say that they were, if he at any time pulled the gun on him, then they have a right to shoot at him, right?
Right.
All right, but what about if he pulls a gun and then takes off running the other way?
I think if they're not in immediate danger, I don't think they're allowed to shoot him, right?
Okay, now what if he's like 40 yards away and they're shooting with their 9mm through their windshield into buildings, which is what happened. We're scared that he might hurt someone.
We're going to shoot this whole fucking building up. Wait, was it a predominantly black neighborhood or a predominantly white neighborhood?
I would have to guess by the amount of Cadillacs that were out there. I don't know. I didn't even say anything.
He said, I don't know.
I'm tired of you saying that is racist. You're part of the problem.
I am part of the problem. So, did they know he was black? You said they were shut before they even got it.
He was fucking black as night. I don't know what.
I mean, if he was in his car.
He was running.
Oh, he was running. Oh, okay. I must have missed that part. So he was literally running away from them, and that's pretty fucked up. That's racist.
Will you quit saying that? It's not funny anymore.
It's racist that you want me to stop saying it.
I almost called you the N-word.
What could I do? What recourse do I have?
You get me fired.
I might. I'm going to send this to your human resources manager.
She won't believe you. All right, last story. Then we get the fuck out of here.
Oh, this is my favorite.
All right. Ready?
Ready.
It is titled, this is from the Chicago Tribune, Florida school asks student without bra to cover up nipples. Did you just giggle when I said nipples?
Yep. You said nipples. It's funny.
A Florida high school student who didn't wear a bra on one day this week says school administrators told her to cover her nipples because they were distracting her classmates. That's it. I agree with them. The Bradenton Herald reported Friday.
I agree with them. What the fuck is wrong with you?
You don't agree with that?
Fuck no.
Fuck, all high school girls should have their nipples covered.
Stupid. You gotta be kidding me, right?
No, I think that they should have to wear 4 bras. Wait a minute. How old is your daughter?
11.
All right, I'll talk to you in 7 years and then see what you're...
Four bras. I'm not talking about my daughter. I'm talking about everybody else's whore kids. my daughter's wearing a burqa. I'm going full Muslim.
Vaccinate your slut.
Vaccinate your slut.
The Bradenton Herald reported Friday that 17-year-old Lizzie Martinez decided not to wear a bra under her gray long-sleeve shirt on Monday, and school officials in Bradenton felt she became a target of other students' stares. The school is on Florida's Gulf Coast. Why would you pick a story about high school girls' nipples?
Because it's fucked up.
This
shit is fucked up.
Can't we just change it to college girls' nipples so we can speak freely?
Yes, we can.
Martinez said the humiliation began when college dean Viola Velasquez called her into the office. Martinez felt like she was being bullied by fellow students, but Velasquez said there was a distraction that needed to be addressed.
She told me that I needed to put a shirt on under my long sleeve shirt to try to tighten my breasts, to constrict them.
Does that really sound like Martinez?
Yep. I had to think, I had to think what I think she would sound like.
What does a Lizzie Martinez sound like? Like Ray Romano and Kermit the Frog.
And then she asked me to move around.
Apparently, the second shirt was not enough, Martinez said, because she was then sent to the nurse's office. The nurse handed Martinez 4 bandages, 2 to cover each nipple, leaving her in tears.
This is the worst part. You want me to put 4 Band-Aids on my nipples?
I agree with this line of
You're an idiot.
preeminent nipple coverage.
Preeminent nipple coverage.
Yeah, you can't just have a bunch of college-age girls walking around. See, now I just sound like a fucking homo.
Just sound like a homo trying to get these college-age girls to cover up their nipples. What the fuck is wrong with you?
All right, you can't have a bunch of underage girls with their nipples all hoity-toity.
Hoity-toity.
And how long are these girls' nipples that they're sticking through a fucking sweatshirt?
Like thumb length.
You know what? Why are we talking about this? I don't feel comfortable talking about this.
We got through as much as I wanted to get through. They wanted her to put 4 Band-Aids on her goddamn nipples. That's funny to me. The whole thing is fucked up. The boys are staring, so let's yell at the girl. All right. So you can't control the boys from staring at the girl, so let's make this girl wear fucking Band-Aids on her nipple.
So you don't agree with that?
Fuck no. We should be ashamed of ourselves as a country. That's so terrible.
No. So you think she should be able to walk around naked?
No, she's not naked. She's wearing just as much clothes as any boy.
So
A long sleeve shirt, really?
So you think girls can dress the same as boys and be fine?
Yes.
That's racist.
My bad.
So you think girls should be able to go topless?
Yes.
So if your daughter wants to go outside topless right now, you're going to let her?
Again, we're not talking about my daughter. We're talking about those other whore daughters.
So that's your daughter's right to be treated like a man, right? That's what you want.
To be treated like a man. So you're
get your wife in here to have her show me her titties.
All right, hold on. All right, so you're mixing up 2 issues here.
Am I?
Yes, absolutely. If you raise your kid to want to show off her titties to everybody, then yeah, well, it's only fair. If guys can do it, girls can do it too. But the way I raise my kids, they won't want to do that because my kids are good.
Vaccinate your slut.
Vaccinate your slut.
No. So another way to look at it would be you think that if a boy can do it, then your daughter can do it and not expect anybody to stare.
No, you have to expect them to stare, but you can't punish the person being stared at for the people that are staring at her.
So again, if your daughter's principal calls you and says, "Listen, your daughter keeps walking around. She's in PE and she takes her shirt off and she plays topless." You're going to say, what are you going to say? You're going to tell them to have her put clothes on and cover up her top, or are you going to say the boys need to quit staring at my daughter?
Both.
So you know I'm right.
No, you're not, because you're taking this issue, which is no bra and a long sleeve t-shirt, and you're making it topless, which are two totally different things.
You said that your defense was that she was dressed exactly like a boy, like the boys, and that
Yeah,
should be okay.
Yes. A long sleeve t-shirt. Do you have to wear a bra?
I should. That was a fucking softball.
So if your nipples were poking out and you went to the nurse called you in there and said, we need you to put Band-Aids on your nipples because all the girls are staring at you, you would be okay with that?
I don't know that I have enough self-esteem left in me to fight it.
You would just walk around with 4 Band-Aids on your nipples.
Yeah, I don't think I could. I don't think I could like argue with it on Facebook publicly.
That's amazing. All I'm saying is that this girl didn't do anything wrong, and she's being punished because other people can't control themselves. It's retarded.
All right. Well, agree to disagree. You're wrong.
No, we're not going to agree to disagree because you were wrong.
What?
I don't know. I can't believe you.
What?
Either you're fucking with me or something else. I don't know.
Of course I'm fucking with you. Would it be any fun if I just said, yeah, that is stupid?
Oh, all right then.
You fucking idiot.
You just ruined the whole thing.
Well, what do you? You just wouldn't let it go. I was trying to end the fucking show, man.
Bye.
All right. What do we got? By this time, you should have played Odd Dad Out.
If I remember.
So please listen to this song. It's by a band called Bird and the Bear. They are from the Illinois, Iowa area. I think you can find them on Facebook. They like Ribco down there in Rock Island. I know they play there. So they're like big time, man.
They're big time.
Listen to Big Time Bird and the Bear, bitch.
Listen to Big Time Bird and the Bear.
Bitch.
In the morning.
Strokey blood clot in the morning. Coming at ya. WATP.
We're not doing that.
Do it. Come on.
We're not doing it. not gonna happen.
Who's right podcast? WRP. WRP.
Nope. We need to get. I thought we were gonna have Shooting the Shiznit guy fucking do a little something for us.
He sent me like 2 messages. Like, dude, are you ever gonna write anything for me to say?
So I was just thinking about this before we go. I was thinking about this the other day. We got an offer from that dick stretcher guy. What the fuck?
Yeah.
The you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He wanted to send us one of them things. Why isn't it here?
Because we never had him on.
So we'll have him on then, because I want one of them fucking things.
I don't have time to fucking talk to people. You do it. You book him, Dano.
Damn. I'm serious. I want one of them dick stretchers.
Then fucking buy one. I don't know what to fucking tell you.
No, they're expensive. I don't want to stretch my foreskin that bad.
So what do we want to have? Shooting the Shiznit. You want to have him like read rap lyrics or something?
Nope. Cannibal Corpse lyrics.
No. What if we have him read gay porn? Can you do that?
Yep. He's mounting the guy, and he's penetrating his anus. Okay. Is that what you mean? Like play by play?
Yeah. All right. What the
Yeah,
fuck's
all
his
right.
name? Brian Trammell.
Shiznit.
Brian Trammell. However the fuck you spell it.
He doesn't even know how to say his own last name. That's got to be one of the funniest things ever.
Brian Tramal, however the fuck you say it. Here's your assignment. You are to watch gay porn, and
that's the whole assignment.
And then you are going to narrate what you watch orally.
I don't get it. I just heard orally.
Are we done?
Yeah, I've been done. I checked out about 2 hours ago.
All right. Yeah. All right. So get this fucking shit done so I can go to. Fuck. I still gotta wait on you. All right.
You gotta send it to me. Hurry up. I got shit to do tonight.
Bye.
Bye.